In the same vein, if you disabuse yourself of hate, you go to applaud a boy who is in the ghetto and has no right to get out of there. If you know what the ghetto is, when you are in the ghetto, you have no right to get out of there, because the ghetto is meant to keep the people in it. It's constructed to keep people in there permanently. So a boy like the other one, who gets out of the ghetto and gets to the stage where those who have disabused themselves of hate see him as influential, and is now, as he said, moving on invitation. People who don't like Bobi Wine have never met what's the name? Reverend Jesse Jackson. Do you know what it takes to meet Jesse Jackson? And the sort of people Bobi Wine has been meeting. You got to applaud him for that. You may not like him, but the fact that he's gotten to this stage, you've got to applaud it. Every young boy should be taught that it is possible to come out of the abyss and get to the place where the world takes notice. That's applaudable. It should be taught in every school in this country, if not in every school of the world. The story of Museveni and the story of Bobi Wine are fantastic stories. If you have disabused yourself of hate, that's the big if. I had hoped that Bobi Wine, with such a story, would not involve himself in trying to lead Uganda, but would be a Martin Luther King. And I think I texted him that, because there's something bigger in being a Martin Luther King, a man who wants to change America by not necessarily wanting to lead it. And if he had gone that direction, he wouldn't have met the strong headwinds he is meeting now, because many of the people who want to take down Bobi Wine are taking him down because they don't want him to lead Uganda. Martin Luther King, yes, came down, but even those who took him down, the politicians who took him down, will never be as big as Dr. King. Never. We know Dr. King has a day in the United States. All the presidents of the United States during these 39 years, none of them is as big as Martin Luther King Jr. That's what Bobi Wine lost in trying to move away from being the huge change influence in Uganda and trying to become the leader. These are my thoughts. I don't think, as you conclude, that President Yoweri Museveni will allow anyone to bring money into the country, because he knows what money can do in Uganda's politics. He will lock every channel available for you to bring money here, because he knows money wins elections. He knows Ugandans. And I also think that President Yoweri Museveni has no option. He will allow Bobi Wine to run. Stopping Bobi Wine to run is a bigger problem for Museveni, because all you need to do is to have Bobi Wine, for instance, saying, you know, I'm not going to run, but let's work with Muntu, and they have a problem.
Okay.